Ahoy! Welcome home. At least it's a place I once called home. My hometown of Clovis, New Mexico was once known as Riley's Switch. Riley's Switch was actually a station for the Santa Fe Railroad, and legend has it that the station master of Riley's Switch had a daughter who was fascinated with the Spanish king Clovis. While we don't know for sure if this is the actual origin story of how a small western town has come to be named after a Spanish king from ancient history, it's still pretty interesting. One thing that has never changed is that this place is a crossroads. In the old days it would have been livestock, but today it's used cars. Either way, it's still a gathering point for all of the smaller towns in the region. When I visit my hometown, I try and pull back that reminiscence of nostalgia of days past, but really the only thing that keeps me coming back these days has been my family. As I drove through the old neighborhoods where I used to ride my bike with my brothers and our friends, I was a little sad to find many of the buildings had changed. Of course, a lot of things in Clovis have never changed. Roy Walker Gym is definitely one of them. It's the same as I've always remembered it. This was a park where we would get free sack lunches every summer. It was really awesome and fun. I was pleasantly surprised that as I drove down these old streets that I used to play on as a kid, that rather than sadness, I think I was filled with gratitude at a lot of good memories. These places would never be my home again. I think that was clear. But I can still see those days we spent playing in the streets, getting into trouble. This dusty dairy town has given me a lot, and I am always going to remember the good things about where I came from. If you want to know what Clovis is all about, really, other than the railroad and the dairies, a little bit about the military base, it's a religious community. We grew up Roman Catholic, going to Our Lady of Guadalupe Church almost every Sunday. Finally, as we got older, our parents let us bail out on going to church and Catholic school altogether. The only other things to do around Clovis was really to get into trouble. There was always the roller world, but everyone sort of grew out of that as they went into junior high, middle school. Here we are at Chaparral Country Club, or used to be Colonial Park Golf Course now, huh? If you were a young person in Clovis, most likely you were hanging out here at the shopping mall, or at the movie theater, hardly paying attention to the movie. But this little town's still growing, and if you drive north of town, you'll see a few new additions, like the oddly prison-like new middle school. I believe it's Gaddis Middle School. It's easy to be cynical, as I know Clovis has a lot of crime problems, but even out here in the desert, I could see there's potential. Over 50,000 people agree with that sentiment and have made this place their home. One thing that is key to the culture here is definitely the food. The Allsup's burritos. You've also got Foxy's with their taquitos and their Mexican pizza that I know happens to drive some of my family from Amarillo, Texas down here. This isn't a restaurant video. Please don't be offended if I didn't mention your favorite restaurant, Leal's or your mama's. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention my favorite food experience. Every time before I leave town, I have to cook a pizza with my grandma. Yeah! You look beautiful. The pizza came out nice. Grandpa's getting some stuff.
It's going to get a fork.
Oh yeah, this is a fork pizza, I think.
Not for me.
Oh boy. Tell you what.
I thought he was being ridiculous going that slow and I seen the hole.
My first visit home in over a year came to an end, and we made our way back to Lubbock, Texas, where I was flying out, and we experienced what may be the best Smashburger in America. Only in such a magnificent country will you find Freddy's frozen custard. Immediately upon walking in, the scent of fresh fried beef wafts through the air, and Americana covers the walls here. You're almost given a nostalgic feeling for a place you've never been.
These things.
Here we have a Freddy's steak burger, and then another one.
DJ Khaled, another one.
This is the original. See the lacy edge. And then if you open this one up, you'll see green chili. Beautiful. Very crispy burger. In Portland, Smashburgers are all the rage right now. So for me to encounter an incredible Smashburger that beats any of those that I've been able to find in Portland, Oregon was astounding. The fact that Freddy happens to be a veteran actually just makes me even more proud and happy to take down a couple of those delicious Smashburgers. This is a remarkable burger by any standards. Loaded up. Overall, I give Freddy's Smashburger a 9 out of 10.
In a few moments, we will be turning off those main cabin lights if you're reading, like to do Sudoku, or those Sunday crossword puzzles. This is an excellent time for you to turn your individual lights on.
Leaving the place where my family lives is always bittersweet, but this last visit home has really reminded me how grateful I am for the place that I've come from, and even how much more grateful and excited I am for the place that I've made my home, and I look forward to sharing that new home with you. Stay tuned after credits here and we'll show you a sneak peek of the Oregon travel life. I hope you've all enjoyed the Southwest Travelogs, and especially this last clip taking a look at my hometown where I started. This experiment in making content on YouTube has been really fun for me, and I'm really just excited to start sharing higher quality content around Oregon, my new home. As always, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for a sneak peek of some of my Oregon adventures. I'm feeling pretty nar-nar.
Royal nar-nar.